After 4 weeks of walking across Spain, from St. John Piedport to O Cebreiro, we finally reached our last week of the Camino Francés. This week, we slosh our way through the final 160 kilometers before finally arriving in Santiago de Compostela. We're Jay and Sabine, Beans, and this is part 5 of our Camino adventure. This is day 29, dear. So, last of the big hills. This is a really cool breakfast spot we stopped at. Had drinks here yesterday too, and dinner. And then we're walking today from O Cebreiro to Tricastella. So it should be a little easier day. It's gonna be hard in that it's downhill, but it's shorter.
Yes.
So it's only 20-ish K instead of 28 or so. So that's
I'll
it.
take it.
Day 29 start. We decided to get a bit of a later start so we could take in the sunrise over the mountains at O Cebreiro. We also caught up with Ali for a few minutes. She was taking a rest day in O Cebreiro, and we didn't realize it then, but that was the last time we'd see her. She completed her Camino one day after we left Santiago de Compostela. Jialin walking in front of us. And bouncing back and forth between her and her friend all day. Probably will continue. That's the way it usually works. Hola.
Hi.
Hello.
This is a beautiful trail. Here are 15 and not to
Not sure who this guy is yet. But he's sure got a nice view up here. This is Exhibit A in why you need to take your shoes off at albergues. Dog's real getting them all up there, doing his job. The scenery, farmland, and little villages out here are just beautiful. Down toward the end of the hill, this is Tricastella that we're walking down into. It's about 150, so we're still making pretty good time today, even though we got a little later start since we wanted to watch sunrise up there on the mountain. So all in all, good stuff. The walk into Tricastella is beautiful, and this may be the most photographed chestnut tree on the Camino. It's called the Castano de Ramil and is estimated to be around 800 years old. This is our day 30 start. So we're finally on the home stretch. We'll be getting into Soria today and trying to go one city further. And then the rain will hit. It'll be interesting. view at the top now that the sun's starting to rise. I think we got our climbing out early today. Exited about that?
Yeah.
Taking a little rest stop. Samina's taking her jacket off. Overheated after the way up the hill. It's easy to do. Just gotta figure out how to get it all back in that little bag.
System.
Got the system down.
It's called cramming.
Kind of like your college studying days.
Yes, exactly.
All right.
We are on day 30. We are walking towards Saria, through a town past it. And this is probably the last dry day.
Yeah, we got lucky for a while.
We've been lucky for 30 days, so we'll take that.
29 days. We got rained a little bit.
A little bit once. Nothing too bad. We had to wear our raincoats and ponchos for a little bit. The next 4 days.
I may be investing in a poncho.
I think that's a good plan. And this is one of the more beautiful walks we've had.
It's the dog's turn to watch the cows today. Still coming down over the hill. We think that little town way over there is probably Saria, which is where we're heading to today. I'll get kind of a... So we've made it our way into Saria. This is not our final city of the day. We're gonna go one more, but this city is noteworthy because while we've been walking for 30 days, this is the city where many people will just be starting their Camino, since this is about 100K out from Santiago de Compostela, and 100K is the minimum you can travel on foot and still receive a Compostela when you get there. So we have been told to expect it to be much more busy in the next few days, which ought to be interesting since it's going to be busy and wet. You're doing good, dear. Appreciate your dedication to the cause. We're walking out of Saria, and we've got this nice little bridge. Sabina's gonna try to get a cool picture for us. She doesn't ever want me in them, though. I don't blame her. Yeah. Good job, dear. You'll see these little makeshift memorials all along the Camino. This was one of our favorite albergue stays. We were assigned a room with 4 bunks. Gabs and Shirley arrived first, then us. And by pure Camino magic, our room filled up with more of our friends. So this is day 31, I think, right?
Yes.
And I think our luck has run out. It's gonna rain all day. So we're getting an early start. Here around
7:18.
7:18.
It's cool and very windy.
Cool, very windy, not raining yet, so
But dark.
we're gonna get as far as we can before the deluge comes. So this is basically our vantage point. We're just walking into the darkness. We've already been off track by 100 meters or so once. Nice car stopped us and told us we were going the wrong way. But it's a little tougher to see the yellow arrows when you're in dark, rainy weather. So the hazards of Camino night walking. Well, rains let up a little bit. Sabina, it was raining hard enough. She was able to break out her $60 or €60 investment in this lovely shade of blue poncho. Fashion at its finest on the Camino. But we do have some pretty good views other than the rain clouds and stuff that are still coming up on us, but it's gonna most likely go through the day.
We're very lucky that a good temperature, the wind's not too bad, and it's not raining too hard. So
That's right. So
days like this all day, I'll take it.
yeah, next 4 days actually. We
Yeah.
just got to get through this before the heavy stuff comes.
Right, right. Nice foggy, rainy, misty morning.
Irish weather.
Camino.
Buen Camino! Hola!
Just wanted to get it on record that there is some blue sky today. Uh-oh, it's about ready to get wiped out by this cloud though.
That's a bully.
Yeah, these guys are fighting over the food here a little bit. Oh yeah, I'm gonna punch you or get you in the eye. Hook 'em horns. Eat more chicken. We have arrived to kilometer 100. Sabina's on the right of it, so she's less than 100K to go.
Come over to be there sometime.
We're here, we did it. So, good stuff. We're finally on the downside of things here, so.
Woohoo!
What? Getting really lucky with the weather. We've already had more good weather today than we thought we were going to get, so everything is bonus at this point. Little benefit of the rain here is you get the double rainbow out over the horizon. Pretty awesome view. This little place seems to be getting ready for Halloween. Tortuga. Hey, nice outfit.
Thank you. No fashion statement.
Oh yeah. How y'all doing? Yeah, they're not making noise for us today. I think this is the biggest city we'll walk through today. Some people will stop here. We are going to push on because the weather actually looks worse in the coming days than it does today. So, figured we might as well get the miles in while we can. Out of the trip. Washed her hands off already. We were a little slow. We had to make sure she was all right, but it's gonna. She's not too dirty, so it's a.
I went down hard.
At least you fell between the two puddles instead of.
I don't know what happened, but I went down. All right.
It's cool looking through this little village. I think the thing we've really noticed today is that despite we being past Saria, it's really been pretty open. So I think because we started slightly past by a K or two and got up early, we haven't seen many people out here at all. And we'd heard that it was going to be much more busy once you got to Saria, since so many people start there. So far so good. Little Albergue, and what's the name of this town? Verde de Neron or something, Ventado del Neron. But we've heard of this happening to other people, but this is the first time we've come into the room, and we were the first two in here, and right now there's just the two of us and one other person, and it's already 3:30, so I'm not sure how many we're going to get in here tonight. We're looking like we may get lucky. We are leaving Casa Millar. There is nobody here. Like, we had 3 people in here all night. There's no staff, so there's no breakfast. We are just leaving a completely empty albergue and breakfast area. So we're gonna go on down the road, find some coffee and victuals, and get on with our lives. According to ChatGPT, these are fire salamanders. Apparently, they secrete toxins and can irritate skin or cause burning and numbness if it gets in your eyes or mouth. So, kissing one would be a very poor Camino life choice. He's gonna get me. Haven't taken a lot of video today because it's been raining pretty good most of the time, and it's been pretty layered up, but it's gotten lighter and slowed down a bit. So went through a cool little spot now. Figured we'd get some. It's okay. You just keep blocking the video and we'll get your big humpback. We were able to get out from the big groups of peregrinos and have a little bit of space in front of us in a cool walking spot. The rain is still kind of steady here, but overall not too bad. Walking with wet feet is something we've done before. Finally made it to Melide. We're gonna stop here and get something to eat, try to find a cash machine, and then I think we still have about 4 or 5K once we get out of this city. So not sure who tried to drive through there, but that probably didn't go well. What are you doing?
Want to get it if they fall in?
Oh yeah. There you go. We are off a little bit earlier than I think we anticipated this morning, just because it's not raining right now. So I think we got until close till noon before the rain's supposed to come today. So we're going to try to get as much of today's walk in early here as we can.
We are on day 33. Beautiful fall day here in Galicia.
Slight drizzle so far.
So far so good. The temperatures are warmer today, which is nice. There's not been much wind, and it's just been a light drizzle, so we'll take that. We just kind of stayed off stage so we could avoid all the crowds, and we've only actually seen 2 other pilgrims, and it was at a cafe for breakfast, so
yeah,
that was pretty nice.
Left at 7:30 and it's just around 9. It's exactly 9 right now.
Perfect.
So it's an hour and a half, 2 pilgrims. I'll take that thing.
Yeah, no doubt. So we're having a good day.
Finally walking into the town of Ribadiso, I believe it was called. We've still only seen 2 pilgrims, and that was at our breakfast stop. I think our luck's gonna run out as there's albergues here where probably people were leaving from not too long ago. We'll probably start now running into some of the groups, I'd imagine. Okay, some of this video makes me cringe a little. The last few days of the Camino, we spent way too much time worrying about crowded trails and trying to stay ahead of the rain, and we let it pull us out of our Camino rhythm a bit. Sure, once you hit Sarria, the trail definitely gets busier. And yes, walking in the rain kind of sucks. But by rushing ahead, we also got ahead of a lot of our friends and away from part of the Camino that we ended up loving the most. That one's muddier than you are, Samantha. Oh, that's how it. Hola, vaca. Don't be messing up the road for us. We were making good time. Now, are we supposed to follow the arrows or follow them? We had a late night last night. personalized yeah.
Our first of the Galician octopus specialty.
We look ridiculous, but we're warm and dry.
That's right, baby.
Got our ponchos on.
Singing in the rain. It's good stuff. We'll get there.
We'll get there. We had a nice lunch.
16 minutes, and we'll be there.
All right.
I'm holding this up under the hood of my poncho, so you'll probably hear me panting and breathing. I swear I'm in better shape than this after 33 days of walking. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Wait a second. This thing's waterproof. Look what I hear. Now I apologize if there's water on the lens. But hopefully I'm not huffing and puffing it. How you doing over there, Bean Bean?
Pretty good. Ready to be there.
Is this the best vacation ever?
Oh, yes. It's been quite fun.
I think so.
I'm a little sad it's going to be over tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm not sad about the weather being done, but I am sad about the trip being done.
I think this is like an indoor sports facility. Either that or there's some kind of ruckus going on there with kids because there's a lot of yelling.
This is our last room on the Camino before we get to Santiago tomorrow. Unpack the backpack. Tried to take the shoes apart a little bit. Trying to get ready for what you need for this evening. The shower. Jay's got his stuff over there. But this is the last room.
Day 34, and we're getting ready to head into Santiago. Filming this real quick, even though it's dark because it's not raining yet, and it's supposed to rain all day. Winds are 9 miles an hour right now, gusting to 23. So it's gonna be a fun route.
Wet and sloshy.
Yeah. So we got to turn this off and look for arrows.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
There it is.
Found one. So we just went under about 10 miles.
Woohoo! So close.
Rained for a little while. It's giving us a little bit of break right now. But you can see there's rain clouds all over.
Not sure if you can hear the wind. The rain has let up for a few minutes. We're taking advantage of that by taking our hoods off. It's toasty. It's warm but windy. Love it.
Coming into a village. Still no rain. Well, no rain for now, I should say. It's not still none. But it's no rain, so we're gonna video just a little bit, get this cool little church here. Okay, from Santiago, we just walked a half a k out of the way to come to the monument that points the way to Santiago. And you can barely see Santiago, but you actually see the spires of the cathedral down there, so. That's where coming into Santiago now, as you can read, and obviously still raining. We wouldn't have it any other way at this point. So, just another K or two. So we're finally at the point where we can see the cathedral coming. But a couple more, I don't know, a couple 100 meters. Down in. We finally arrived. That is the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela. We are going to go through this archway
and get down to the main plaza. Is that the plan?
That's the plan. We made it. We did it.
Arriving in Santiago in the rain felt a bit anticlimactic. The Cathedral Plaza was mostly empty, but it was still emotional, part excitement and accomplishment, and part sadness knowing the journey was over. It's easy to understand why so many pilgrims continue on to Musha or Finisterre, but with several days of rain in the forecast, our Camino would end here, at least for now.
This is day 35.
Good morning.
Hang on there. Bless me. Salute. So today, what are we gonna do, Beans?
We're gonna have this delicious breakfast, and then we're gonna go to the Pilgrim's Mass at 9:30.
Cool.
And we're gonna go check out, and then we're gonna go sit in the square and watch for pilgrims to come in. And then we're gonna walk over to the train station, catch a bus to a train to Madrid, spend the night, and hopefully get on a plane tomorrow that's oversold.
Yep. So, best of luck with that. We'll give it our best shot.
The weather was much nicer the following morning, so we spent some time in the plaza before going to the Pilgrim Mass. Sadly, we didn't get to see the famous Botafogo swing during our service, but it still felt like the perfect way to end our Camino. Afterward, we spent time in the plaza greeting friends as they finished their walks.
Beautiful. Yeah, I spent yesterday the day with him. It was beautiful. Yesterday.
And finally caught back up with Laurie, who introduced us to his wife Doris.
It's so good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you, man. I didn't tell her I saw you coming up yet, so we're going to surprise her.
No worries.
Doris, nice to meet you. So nice to meet you.
Oh, you guys walk back.
Hello.
Good to see you.
Hi, how are you?
This is Doris.
Hi.
This is Sabine.
Nice to finally meet you. Well done. How do you feel? Hi, hello. Well done. Well done.
Love it.
Hi, Julian.
Sabina was very attached to these. I can't believe it's happening. It's so sad.
They were good to me.
Bye now.
Gotta go.
We had to get to the train station, but not before one final reunion.
She does now.
Oh, that's funny. We gotta go see her.
We have seen her in the light.
How are you?
I saw you already in the bus station.
Yeah, we were getting close. Was she the one at your thing? Was she at your...
And just like that, it was over.
35 days of only walking on our feet.
We're about to get on this train.
We came to Spain to walk the Camino. At the time, it felt like a bucket list trip. But somewhere along the way, it became a lot more than that. The countryside, the food, the history, but especially the people we met along the way. Will this be our last Camino? Not a chance. Buen Camino.